So let's talk about mental health in children or as a child, right? Now, I'm doing this video today because today is Sunday, and most times on Sunday, it takes me back to growing up as a child and all of that. I found out that growing up as a child, I grew up as a depressed child. Then you wouldn't even know that that thing is depression. You get it? You wouldn't know that you're having a state of mental health that is not just balance at all. You're just there, and I can tell you that what contributed to it more is because of the place of worship where I was raised as a child. The place I was raised in a Christian home, but let me tell you, the parts of or would I say that part of Christendom, or would I say that how would I even say the particular church? Anyways, I was raised there. Now I won't call the name of the church, but maybe when I digress, the more I talk, you will know. You get it? And then now, I decided for myself that I'll make sure my kids don't grow up that way. Right now, let me tell you why I talked about that, about the church I grew up in. I grew up in a church where all they do was judge people. You get it? You hardly see people that are genuinely happy. That is it. You hardly see people who genuinely love each other. Do you get it? Genuinely care about each other, no matter your status. That is where I grew up in. Now I grew up also in that particular church I was raised. Is a church where some people are treated specially. Some people are given some form of would I say preferential treatment. Yeah. And now I grew up with that. Now, this is what it did to me growing up. As a child, it's made me, become, I just want to be on my own. You get it? It made me not to feel, you know, belonging, the sense of belongingness. Yeah, that's what I want to say. I never had that sense of, belongingness, or belonging to that particular, you know, assembly or that particular place, right? Despite the fact that, okay, growing up, I was like in the children's choir, down to the youth choir and all of that, but still, you can still tell because sometimes you just feel like, you just know that, oh, they can't even give you solo. Not that you can't sing, but you just know that, oh, some other person is going to take it because maybe they feel that person, dress better than you, that person does this more than you or something. You just know it. And let me tell you, we kept on going there. We had no right to like say it out because even if you say it, our parents will not even understand it. I'm telling you. I think these days children should be even happy, or would I say children are even lucky enough, you know, to be able to speak out. Your parents will tell you, "Oh, speak out. If you're feeling this way, if you're being bullied, talk." During our time, they only ask if you're being bullied in school, but in the church or in the place of worship, they feel it's just the perfect, whatever is done there is just the way it should be done. And now we just lived with, that kind of mentality. And it did a whole lot to me. Now I'm speaking for myself. I know it did a whole lot to a lot of people we grew up with, right? But now I'm speaking for myself. It did a whole lot to me. Now you can't participate in sports because it's not even good to participate in it like that, especially football. You can't even watch television. There are things you can't even do now. Those things made my social life to be very, 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 very down. There is something it helped me a little. I'll tell you. It will help. Okay, it helped me, have this form of, innocent. I was innocent. Yeah. It will keep. It doesn't mean bad things do not happen there. My parents tried in that one too. Their eyes were just like this. It will help you not really, really, let me just say it in pidgin, spoil quick. Do you understand? That thing. But let me tell you, the emotional trauma I had from that place till tomorrow. I just pray I heal. But sometimes there's something social media has helped me, in this my journey. In the sense that when I speak out like this, I heal. When I speak out like this, I just heal. It's well. I never knew that one could be happy in a church. I always saw, church as a place of, let's just be here in a certain kind of way. You don't even smile too much. You don't even talk too much. You don't have that liberty to express yourself like that. until when I got into school, higher institution, and then someone now took me to this church, BLW, and I'm like, and the first day I visited the church, somebody was like, "Oh, you're welcome to church. You look so beautiful." Even when the clothes I was wearing wasn't looking good. Imagine where I was coming from now. Imagine the kind of clothes we're putting on that place. It still had those touch of those things. You're so beautiful, calm, you're so special. And I'm like, what? Now here I die. And then I decided this was where I'm going to remain. And then it changed me. It changed me. It changed me. It kept on, I kept going through the training until I become this person that you see today. And so therefore I now decided my children will never experience those kind of things or go to places like that. And that's just the truth. Learn to look at your children and ask them, how are you feeling? Because let me tell you, there is something that those places will do to your child. It will make your child start hating on people for no reason. I'm telling you the truth. I have people, I grew up with in that same place right now. They can't even talk to me right now because they feel, oh, this one has gone astray. She has backslidden. She's no longer a child of God. But deep down, I know that in fact, I love God. I have a better knowledge of who God is right now than even them or wherever they are. You get it? So, as a parent, always look down at your kid. It happens to me. Even now, if I go to the children's church and my kids, I look at them. Are you sure you're enjoying it? Is there any form of anything? This I ask questions because I know how far those things affected my life. And so I'm working, I'm doing whatever it would take for my own kids not to experience those things. Because it takes the grace of God for you to actually snap out of that part of depression. You get it takes the grace of God for you to now start seeing yourself differently from who those people already, or always told you are. It takes a higher level of knowledge and it takes even the Holy Spirit Himself to help you. So it was hard, it was difficult, and then I decided, I see my child, and so those things continued. Even when I thought that particular, people in that my former church, even when I thought, oh, they've changed, they're not the way they used to be before. There was the time I made one post like that. I was trying to state some things like, oh, I wish my father was alive now. Oh, you didn't allow us to watch television. Right now they're watching television. Oh. Right now they're doing they're moving their body small, small. These people came for me. They insulted me. And I'm like, oh, these people did not even change. They didn't change. Till now, they've still not changed. So it's a lot. It took so much. And if I tell you what being in this my church has done for me, you'll be shocked. You'll be shocked. Ask me which church I attend right now. And ask me questions like, why do you have so much faith and confidence in that covering? Why do you think that covering is better than the one you wear before? I'm not saying where I was a bad one. What I said about them is that they ruined my own person. They ruined my childhood. They ruined the person I'm supposed to be. I know I'm this social butterfly. I'm this person that's supposed to be very, very, but they ruined it. They killed it for me as a child. But where I later joined from school brought out even this kind of person in me. Brought it out. Even on a normal day, if you see somebody with like, you don't know that you're already having mental problem. Even when you look at somebody like, why are they dressed like this? Why did they do this? Why did they open their nose? Why did they wear earring? Why are they wearing trousers? You see, look at my ears. I'm not wearing earring. I'm not doing makeup. It's because of where I was raised, where I'm coming from, and all of that. So make sure your child don't end up like this, please. Do all you can for your kid not to be depressed, even as a Christian, not to be depressed even while serving God. To ruin them for life, to be honest, to ruin them.